you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Denise.
Good morning. Good morning.
And these are our hats today. She's Army.
I'm Army.
She's Army. She's slide, Debbie, slide. She's
that girl.
And I guess I'm on the island. I'm on the island. I'm on a cruise.
You remind me of the lady from Gilligan's Island who had all the money that went around being funny.
All right. Denise has a fibro flare.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
I understand perfectly. And so, real quick, when this stops, because I think it makes an awful racket, but I think it only bothers me. Denise, I'm going to go ahead and pray for you because my machine's acting crazy and you're hurting. So we're not going to let the devil have his time today.
No, we're not. Good morning to Greg. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Okay.
By the way, this is my 50-cent hat that I got at the garage sale this last weekend. My 50-cent hat.
That makes it good.
That's a good hat.
Craig, I'm going to pray for Denise because she's hurting very bad, and I understand what that feels like. Denise, my right side is still hurting. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for the days that we can come and enjoy each other and just be silly and still keep it under your name. Lord, I pray for Denise. I pray for her fibromyalgia. It's something, Lord, that we suffer with, and you understand. We may not this side of heaven, but you know why you have each and every one of us where we are this morning. I thank you that I'm able to be here today, and I thank you that Debbie got a good report, and I thank you, Lord, for Traci, and I thank you for her going on yesterday and still leading the women that we come across. And Lord, again, I pray for Denise and her husband, Lord, in your name, amen.
Amen.
Craig, I got you something I'm gonna send out next week. And I'm so sorry that you and my husband's gonna be battling if you're still on. I'm sorry you two are gonna be battling this weekend. Alabama plays Ole Miss. Alabama plays the Land Sharks.
He's here.
That ought to be a good game.
So I'm sorry. You know, my husband's going to probably be saying nasty or not nasty things, probably be saying bad words about your team. So, and I don't like football. I'm just explaining. I'm Switzerland. Actually, I'm in the Bahamas. I don't count.
Yeah, there you go.
You are welcome, Denise. Without all that, we wouldn't even, there would be no reason for us to do, I feel like, what we do every morning.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm the Cayman Islands.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm, I take your money, I'll take all of the bad money, and I'll just sit there. So I will be on, I'll be another worm. I will be in the other room trying to get my room done while Kevin is in there battling football.
Yeah.
So, Craig, did you want it to, I do have a question. Did you want it to say, I seen where my husband said you guys used to, your mascot was the general. Good morning, Darlene. I'll let you sing and then I'll.
Good morning, Darlene. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning to you.
So it used to be, I saw, my husband told me, and he told me to look it up. I see where it used to be the old man with the cane. Then they made him change it. So what did you like better, the shark, or did you like the old Southern man, the Southern gentleman? This inquiring mind wants to know. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone to make sure that I'm not buffering and all that kind of crazy mess today.
Denise is asking how your doctor appointment went.
It went good. They're going to do some injections. Casey, like I told them, Casey had his face on, and he wasn't going to take any mess. Okay. Good morning, baby. Traci.
Good morning, baby. Good morning to you. Good morning, baby. Good morning to you. That's a cute name, baby. I like that.
All right, Craig, he probably done jumped off. But I am very inquiring, or either I'll send him a text message, or not a text, but a message on Messenger. Oh, okay. You guys, remember me telling you that my friend OG All right, then that is her. But you lost your content.
Aw.
Because I like watching you make stuff from the Dollar Tree. And I had told the women, I even shared your videos. Good morning, T.
Good morning to T. Good morning to you. Good morning to T. Good morning to you.
Now, what's your real name? I forget. OG, what's your real name? Traci, do you have Angela? So, Angela, I shared 2 of your videos, and when I went back and it said content could not be found, I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now that's crazy, because you had some good videos out there, and especially the things you made for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
There's Misty.
Good morning, Anna Mora and Mystique Days. Good morning, Anna Mora and Mystique Days.
That's Misty. That's her husband.
Mystic Days.
That is her husband. You are awake.
Yay.
I am doing much better. I did like you yesterday. I slept until after 10 o'clock, and I usually don't do that. But something jumped on us this week. Me and Traci and Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so Wednesday, Wednesday, I was just so tired. I mean, I was so tired.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday I slept until after almost 11.
You needed it. You needed a good sleep.
Well, where is Mystique? Is she working today? And T, did I speak to you? Good morning, T. I'm trying to read this small chat because it comes up better. Well, good. 5 a.m. Well,
Yeah.
goodness gracious. I did see before I listened to Traci. She had the morning show on her channel yesterday because I had a doctor appointment. Okay. Will you tell her I asked about her? I got to have her come live this morning.
Mm-hmm.
She pokes her head in on yours. So she got to come on mine one morning. I told you, see, we have crazy hat day. Debbie, show your hat. You can't hardly see it. Let me see. Let me make you bigger, and you're muted. I don't see it.
I changed it. I didn't
Oh,
like the
you changed
Batman
it.
hat. This is a DC comic hat instead.
Okay.
Okay, she did have on a Batman hat.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And then Traci has her navy.
Army.
Army. I like that hat. I'd wear that hat.
I like this hat.
And then
My good bad hair day hat.
and then
This
this
bad hair day until next week.
and then this one is one MawMaw got me. It's just what I call
love that.
All right.
I know the song you should sing, Darlene.
Oh,
Wait, I'm reading
baby.
Angela.
Oh my goodness. The ambulance just came and got her grandmother from a fall. She's 91 years old.
Oh.
Definitely we will be keeping her in our prayers, Angela, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I
rough.
understand how falling can be scary. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
I am going to write that down, Angela. See, that's one of the things when the doctor told me that I could go to the sportsplex and go and swim. Well, Mama said, she said, I can get us both in at the sportsplex and we can go swimming. I said, but Mama, you can't. She said, well, they have things that help people get in the pool. I said, but they don't have individual people that can help you. I said, I can't. And I said, they can't follow you in the showers and everything's slippery. And if me and you go in there, and I said, I can't hold you up if you try to get dressed. And I said, Mama, it scares me. I said, I am so scared of slipping on concrete and hitting my head since I had staples, you know. I said, it's an irrational fear. I understand that. But it was traumatic when all that blood was everywhere. And I had to have 8 staples. So I said, Mama, it's sad that we just can't do that.
Yeah.
Debbie,
Look, your little brother's here. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
He said good morning to the.
I didn't hear what you said.
So Angela, I am writing that down because even I'm 55, and even at 55, to think of slipping and falling like I did, it is terrifying. And then Debbie,
I'm 69. I fell and broke my arm so bad. Look at it. I've still got the lump.
Yeah.
You know, I checked out the bathroom this morning and I literally bent that metal thing, and I didn't know that until this morning. When I hit the metal part on the door jamb that locks it, I bent that sucker. That's how hard I hit.
Dang.
Yeah. But no, falling is not fun, guys. And when you get older, golly, I'm 69, but for some reason my brain keeps telling me I'm 38 and my body's not listening. Now figure that out.
That's what I told her, Traci. I said, I forget sometimes. I think you're the same age as me, Debbie.
I am, but my body just won't listen. We got to argue with the body, guys. You know?
Okay, I've got something that I'm going to add to all this, and I'm going to bring it in here.
Okay. And Traci, after we hung up yesterday, I went to the doctors, and guess what? All of my suspicions were correct. I went and had my labs done. My sodium level had dropped. The doctors that were handling me, that were the cardiac specialists, have got their heads up in a dark space. And my own doctor said, you are fine. Let's do this. So we're back on my normal routine. My energy level's back. My blood pressure's down, and my levels are starting to climb. Thank you, God.
Good thing.
You know, so it's just everybody that was in the chat with us yesterday, pay attention to your body. If anything doesn't feel right, complain until they listen. Because at my age, and I keep saying that, dang, I don't feel this old. I refuse to grow up. I said that when I was younger, and I mean it now. But it's like, you can live as long as you want to live and do what you want to do, as long as you take care of the vehicle you're in.
Right.
So go ahead, Darlene.
Mystic, I see where he says he hopes that he has our energy when he's 60.
Honey, I'm 69, and that's a nasty number, but hey, I can't help it. I am born in 50.
I'm double nickels, 55.
69, old enough to be almost your mother if I would have been promiscuous. True.
Okay, you guys, I just now thought of these. So when you guys better hope we don't get a lot of people in here, because every time she sings, instead of clapping,
girl, you're losing it. I love it.
Oh, we got Kimmy. Good morning to Kimmy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kimmy. Good morning to you.
I haven't seen Kimmy in so long. Oh, Kimmy, I miss you.
This is her time of day. She's got to take the kids to school, so she doesn't usually get a chance to pop on.
I come across this with all my musical instruments that I used to let the kids play with. I have about 4 of the tambourines, the good ones. You know, I have about 4 of those. I have a few of these. I'm trying to think what else I have. I had all kind of musical instruments. Yes, I actually let the kids run around with all the noisemakers during their time. Oh, he's got a grandmother that's 97. Oh, Jesus, Fran. Well,
she's made it that far, you know, bless her heart. I love that. I think that's great.
Mystic, does she get around better than you? And I am just going to write down her as well, because you know what, these older women, you don't ever know. Some of them won't even tell you how they feel. Good morning, Kimmy, Cocoa Pop, Kimmy, or Kim Cocoa Puff, Kimmy. I won't shake my maracas again and shut up. These are different maracas today now, Dwayne. I can shake and stay in the Christian way.
Look at what Kimmy said. Her great grandma is a 101. She needs a little help getting up and down, but she's a little Irish Spitfire at 4'10". Holy camole.
Well, you know what? We are going to praise the Lord for these grandmothers this morning.
Absolutely.
You know, these grandmothers, it's wonderful.
Praise the Lord that you still have the opportunity to spend some time with them. That is amazing.
So, Mystic, she has dementia. Is that correct? Because there's Alzheimer's and then there's dementia. You guys, I did not feel like I'm trying to get chat. Okay. I did not feel like doing I didn't get back in time to do a hat. And so I grabbed one. I was going to tie my hair up. I had my hair tied up in a scarf. And yesterday, and I thought it looked okay. And Keithan looked at me, said I looked like the Aunt Jemima bottle. And I thought, well, let Casey see. Casey come in. He doesn't jump back like he does. Mom, what are you? I said, well, I thought I'd wear a scarf today tied up. No, Mama. No. Not unless I tie it up for you. I said, are you going to want to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning? I will, instead of you doing that. I said, I'll just grab a hat in the morning. I'll grab a hat. You guys, it was so hot. We don't have air in the car. And yeah, Kimmy's laughing because she knows how Casey's so brutally honest. It was so hot. And no air blowing. I mean, there was no air. It was like just nothing, no breeze, no nothing. Even in the car riding down the road, it felt like there was no wind coming in that car.
Oh my goodness.
And so I didn't get by to get my hair dyed. And so I had to make sure I wore something to cover every bit of it up today.
See this? It's covering the
You see what Dwayne says? Dwayne said that you look like hee-haw in a windstorm.
I love Dwayne's sense of humor. I really do. You know, I found I'm going to get rid of the unmentionable parts of our hair that we don't want to talk about. I'm getting rid of it on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Be there, be square. I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to look. Oh, I forgot Penelope. Just a minute.
Mystic, I told you my channel that get crazy, and Mothership Products, that is Dwayne, and I'll say Dwayne. Some people say Dwayne, but I'll say Dwayne.
Now, Kimmy has not met Penelope, so Kimmy, meet Penelope.
And Penelope, meet Kimmy.
Yes, and on Tuesday, Penelope and I will have matching hair.
She is going to have candy. Why am I looking at my computer?
Cotton candy pink.
Kimmy. Debbie's going to do her hair cotton candy pink on live.
Yep, live at the beauty salon at Maria's, and she's going to do me cotton candy pink like Penelope. Penelope's my new best friend.
Oh yeah, let me see.
I am going Penelope pink. Penelope pink.
I did not know they did something like that in Panama City. You guys, I will, on October 1st, Debbie, what I'm going to do is go ahead and find the picture of me to where I went pink, when they had the week of breast cancer awareness. And
I'm doing it for a month.
And it wasn't nothing for me. I had some pink hairspray, and I'd spray my hair. And that was when my hairdresser got excited, and I didn't have but about an inch on top, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And none on the sides. Or I mean, it was like military words. I was G.I. Jane almost scout. But I said hair grows, and now it's grown. So
well, I'm going to do it, but mostly for breast cancer awareness, because I have a stepdaughter that passed away from breast cancer, and I have a stepsister I never met, or a sister-in-law that I never met, excuse me, that passed from breast cancer and stuff too. But the point is that, you know, at my age, I've got a bucket list now because of last year. And once you go away and come back, it gives you a different perspective when your family says you don't know how bad it was. You don't know. And so I thought, you know, what do I want to do? Well, one of my things on my bucket list is that I want hot pink hair, or candy cotton pink hair, actually. I don't want it the dark pink. I want it the light pink. And then as we come off of the pink, I'm going to go rainbow effects. I have a funny feeling. Or an ombre effect back to my brown. But the point is that I have a bucket list. This is one of my things on my bucket list. And why not? I am 69 with a 38-year-old attitude. Might as well enjoy it. You know what they say, when you get old, wear purple.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have fun. And I have makeup enough to go with it. I may even put on eyelashes. People will see a me they've never known.
Do pink eyelashes that stick out about that far, like that woman I told you about.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm gonna put probably some lashes on, because it's going to definitely take all the color out of my face, and I'm going to have to wear makeup. So,
well, look, I'm 50. Me and Tracy's the double nickel, and I come on here with fish earrings. You know, I have on fish earrings, and this
a weapon necklace.
And oh yeah, that's the necklace from Darlene's thing. You guys, this would not. You guys, I am really a ninja in disguise, because this necklace could be a weapon. And I just whip it off and pop, 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 do it around and knock them all out.
Either that or they'll come off of the string and the person will trip over them and they'll fall down.
I'm telling you, they're like clappers. But when I
thank you, Kim.
Remember those balls on a string we used to have when we were kids that
Eskimo yo-yo
up and down, broke arms with and stuff like that. Yeah,
Eskimo yo-yos.
I'm trying to. Angela, I'm going to do something to mine after November 1st. I need mine trimmed up and everything, but I haven't had the money. Yeah, Dwayne is right. I don't know if he's right about being 48. But
I love your sense of humor.
But he's
and your
right
sense
about
of
having
being,
a 14-year-old
Dwayne.
sense of humor.
Yeah,
I love Dwayne's I like Dwayne's ideology in general. He's just a kick in the pants. He really is. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he really does have 14-year-old boy's sense of humor.
And it's hilarious.
And it makes me feel 38.
There you go.
But Mystic, this is what we do. This is just what we do, and I enjoyed it so much when your wife joined us and she spent the day with us, and she's been back. Let me see if it. All right, you guys, is this going to be pre-McDonald's or after?
Good morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you. Good morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you.
Hey, LizzAnn.
Good morning, everybody.
Where's your hat, LizzAnn?
Hat? What hat? Was I supposed to have a hat?
Honey, it's Friday.
Well, I tell you what. I have this. Hang on.
Oh gosh, here comes the stuff again.
I am too, Mystic. I'm glad you got to hang out with me because you guys, he's so sweet. He's let me come in and
I knew it. Look at there. There's the bag.
Here. Do the drum roll. Wait, where? Drum roll.
Good morning, DebbieDoesSales. Good morning to you. Good morning, DebbieDoesSales. Good morning to you.
Hi, Siosa.
Okay, well, before you go, Dwayne, I'm going to, I will shake my maracas at you.
And you're right, Kimmy. I'm going to come out like Jonah Jet. She said I was going to come out like a rock star. Yep.
Oh, look. Okay, LizzAnn, let me make you big. And now I got to go.
Leah's going to be here today with a hat.
Oh, now she's doing puppet day. Oh, no.
I'm here to talk to you about the fact that this hat thing's gone too far. This hat thing has gone too far. I am not big enough to be her hat today, so leave her alone.
Okay? I do?
Oh, Lordy. My goodness.
Gross. No wonder you're slobbering. You got to quit doing that. That just makes me.
Now she's chewing out the dog.
Oh, okay.
Kimmy, I'll tell you what I'm on. I hate to admit it. It's not a drug, Kimmy. I started drinking more water and ignoring the doctors more, and it's called, I'm back on life again. And the arm is better.
I've just been on coffee and Diet Coke. That's it.
Oh, I did have a cup of coffee with a couple scoops of protein in it.
Little caffeine never hurt you.
No.
That's got to be a weird taste.
No, it isn't, because the protein has absolutely no taste to it. It just tastes like a cup of coffee. It really does.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I will share that with you in private sometime, and so you can see it, because it's the best thing I've ever used, especially with the problems that I've had with my gastric stuff. So, Kimmy, you never said, did you enjoy meeting Penelope? Penelope loves you, Kimmy. She told me, what? Yeah, I know.
Aw.
She's a redhead, honey. It's okay.
Oh yeah, Misty. Yeah, we just do coffee in the morning. We do coffee in the mornings. And look, I went back there and saw MawMaw, and I got the phone, and I'm like, and she just like, and I looked at her. She just laughed. I said, "Look, you bought this for me." And then I said,
Okay.
then I told her, I said,
Read right there. See, that's what Kimmy said. See,
I have to say
Kimmy
something.
said, yes, of course, Debbie. Can you read that? Look at that. She's reading it, Kimmy.
That's clever.
Mystic, I'm going to have to send you some Christian Womanhood coffee pods or Christian Womanhood coffee. That's what I'll do.
Oh, goodness.
And then when the men folks get on your channel and they just can't figure out, oh my gosh, we got into Mystic. You tell them I visited that crazy woman's channel because you guys, he's the one that I was in my room working, just kind of fiddling. I come across his channel. Oh, because of Ricardo. So he come on his live and he's like, anybody want to come on up here? And I was looking a hot mess and I'm like, boop, I just jumped on in there.
Yes, Kimmy, they are like your heart shape. I love your heart shaped sunglasses.
She's gonna
Cool.
And so I jumped on in Mystics and he talked with me and, you know, and we just hung out for a little while. And Mystic, it's, girl,
That's cute.
is it Force Feed? Did I meet Force Feed on your channel or Jimmy Feed? It's a mess. Look, Mystic, Debbie's like that all the, look, we all crazy. I'll just tell you.
Yes, we are all a little bit on the crazy side.
But you got to understand, Penelope Mystic has not had any friends for a long time. So I introduce her to everybody when we go online, and she has a friend, and his name is Sean, but he's got green hair. And I haven't brought Sean out because he's embarrassed. So I just need to let Penelope know that she's loved because she loves everybody and she likes meeting new people. So she has never met Kimmy, and I know Kimmy will love her. And not only that, but Kimmy's going to love Sean too. But Sean will come out after the first, I'm sure. We've been talking.
Did you see that Mystic Days said that 4-Speed is his cousin? 4-Speed and 5-Speed are family.
Oh, okay. And yeah, he's checked out my channel, and you guys, he's so funny. He's way out there, but you know, they're so, when I come on their channel, so polite. And then Mystic, we got to meet Dusty Blonde. She came on.
She's a hoot. She's a hoot.
She is funny.
And I think you know her. Oh, you had your mom come on the other night? I'll have to go back and see that.
Yeah.
But Snobby, his wife came on our channel and hung out Wednesday, wasn't it?
Wasn't his name Snobby Scrap Picker or something like that?
Yeah, Snobby Scrap Picker.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday.
Notice the old lady has a brain still. She still remembers things. Yes. Okay.
Let me look. I can look on my list.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just she's funny, and it just, I was so glad she came on.
Cool deal.
And you know, I told her anytime that she wants to chat, I'll go in there and turn off the volume while the men are in their man cave and then chat on the side with her. I love you too, Kimmy. We've missed you.
Yes, we have,
Kimmy. Yes, we have. Big time.
We know that you have kids and school and all of that, but we do miss you.
And girl,
I do remember. I have a daughter. I understand the school thing.
But chasing that 1,000 and trying to get monetized and all that kind of stuff, that is a that's like working a double every day.
Mhm.
I've done seen too many people, Kimmy, that are so tired now because that,
They've overdone it.
yeah,
Mhm.
so tired.
So I refuse to be tired anymore, guys. I refuse to be tired. I refuse to not have fun. I've decided this is the part where, and I love your new cat, LizzAnn. She's so beige.
It's a cat in the hat, a cat in the bag.
Yeah, she's so
Yeah,
beige.
well, this cat is pretty boisterous, and you got to understand that I don't necessarily agree with everything that cat says.
My problem is
So,
what color are her eyes?
Brown?
Black.
Okay, and she doesn't have no dang ears.
No.
She's a folded ear, right?
Yeah,
they're
she got her
pulled
ears
back.
cropped when she was a baby. Somebody was mean to her and cropped her ears, I think.
No, she's got
They're
folded
pulled
ears.
back.
She's a
They're on the
folded ear
backside,
cat. I can tell
the
because
cat,
there's
the
a
ears
fold
back
on
here.
her ear. Oh, she's calico.
There you go.
Okay.
See, there you go.
She's calico because she's dual color, or three colored. She's a tricolored calico.
Oh,
There you go.
you guys, Misty, yes. We talk with the bags, and we talk with the toys, and you know what? All right. What
Look, I'm the only sane one here, okay?
Huh?
I'm the only sane one here now. Come on.
No,
What?
you're not.
No. Look, Misty,
You can't be here and be sane.
when you get her mothership products together,
Oh, they were on a roll that one day. Oh my goodness.
Which day was that?
I just didn't know how
Oh,
to
goodness.
control them two because I thought she was going to drop the cat. Not the cat. She had her puppy. She had her puppies. I thought she was going to drop her puppy. She said,
Oh, man.
"Hey, drink that coffee, even though you got to get it yourself." His wife will take it to him if he's down, downstairs. She'll bring his coffee to him. He'll say, "Babe, can you bring me a cup of coffee?" And there she comes. She'll bring him coffee, just as sweet. She is a very,
nice.
very sweet young lady.
Cool deal.
Aw, thanks, Mystic Days. We're so glad to have you.
Well, look, Misty, I could put the link out there. It's Friday. We let men folks jump in. If you want to jump in and give everybody a hello,
oh, please do.
You can do that. I mean,
Come on in.
let me throw, because look, you've had me on, and let me
I'm
see.
gonna mute a second and grab some chips or something and munch on.
Misty?
Well, we don't want you to pass out on us.
Misty, throw your hat on. Jump on in, because I was a sure enough hot mess. I had to look, Liz. It was past my bedtime. I run in there and even put a different shirt on. I had on my sleep shirt. Run in there, put on his shirt so I could go on his live. So I'm trying to
put
a hat on.
Okay. Right.
Your internet should let you. See, don't pull
Let
it.
her talk, Debbie. Let
Penelope
talk
is
if she
mad
wants to.
because Ruby is hiding, and she likes Ruby, and she wants to be on Ruby to be on the shoulder with her. And I just explained that he'll peck her, and she doesn't understand.
Ah.
All right.
Penelope, you got to look out for Ruby. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Ruby might get a little jealous of you, so
well, no,
you gotta
Ruby
keep
is
that in mind.
jealous of her because
Oh,
Ruby got stuck in the
goodness.
cage a lot yesterday.
Uh-oh.
We're in trouble, you guys.
Y'all in trouble now.
Oh my gosh, another ginger man.
You whining.
Hi, Dwayne.
Oh.
Ruby says hi, Dwayne.
What's up,
Are
Ruby?
you and LizzAnn having a
And
race?
Penelope says hi, Dwayne.
All right,
I'll
we got
speak to
Jay
Troll.
in the morning, Jay in the sticks.
She's not a
Good
troll.
morning, Jay
She's
in the
a
sticks. Good morning to you. Good morning to
The
Jay.
kitty cat says
Good
hi
morning
too.
to
She's got
you.
trash.
Jay, we trying to make Mystic jump on in here too. Oh, let me see who's in the house.
I think.
All right. Oh goodness, here we go.
Woohoo!
Hey,
Wait.
all right.
Woo! In the house, in the house.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
And me, don't forget me.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Dwayne, I like what you did with your chin, Dwayne.
All right, you guys, point to Dwayne. Dwayne, that's Mystic. Mystic, that's Dwayne.
Remember, left is right and right is left, guys.
Dwayne. Mystic.
Well, I'm driving,
Dwayne.
so I probably not done.
And upside down is upside down.
And Dwayne and LizzAnn are having a race.
Debbie's pointing at LizzAnn.
No, I'm pointing at Dwayne.
Oh.
Oops, you fell. Where is Dwayne?
I'm right here.
Did you think that you was going to see me with the hat on like this?
Right there.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, sir.
There's Dwayne. I'm doing it good now.
I'm right.
Pay attention, guys. There's Dwayne.
All
He's the
right.
one with
I'm right.
the fuzzy chin.
Dwayne's my redheaded little brother. Oh, look at the cup. Hold up.
Oh,
All right.
Penelope loves your cup.
All right.
I love it.
Oh,
There
Penelope,
we
is
go.
that like your best friend?
That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Love
Look.
in the morning.
She's excited.
Well, I just jumped on to say hello because I'm driving to work and I got to get in the building now. So y'all have fun.
Well, you ain't done
We
with
love
your
She
you,
gives
work.
me a
Dwayne.
Be
different
careful, Dwayne.
cup.
Have a great
See
day.
you later,
Hey,
Dwayne.
Dwayne, I'm going to shake my maracas one more time at you.
Careful,
Nice
you're gonna
meeting
get
you,
yourself
Dwayne.
in trouble. Nice meeting you, buddy.
I
Bye,
love
Dwayne.
you.
Love you.
Love you guys too.
Have God bless.
I want the mug. Penelope needs that mug.
Nice meeting
I gotta
you.
find a mug like that.
Yeah, she gives me a new cup every morning. Every morning it's a different cup.
Oh
Aw.
wow, lucky man.
I'm telling you, Mystique is so sweet, you guys. So sweet.
I can hear.
I am so
I
glad
can hear
that
my.
she hung out with us, Mystic. And I told her we're here every morning, Monday through Friday, you know, that she can, because she says she works some mornings.
Baby,
But
you're
she
right.
worked-
They both have fuzzy chins. I should have said the redheaded chin. You're
She
right.
she don't stop working. She like constantly at work.
Wow.
She only got today off because it's parent teacher conference. So she had to take the boy up there and do the teacher thing.
well, I don't know what we were doing. Oh, it was when LizzAnn was acting up with Dwayne. And Mystique was laughing so hard, she said she done woke you up in the bed.
Yeah. I woke up. I thought she was crying. I was dreaming. I was like midway in a dream, and I don't know. It was like I was awake, but I was asleep, but I could hear her, and it sounded like she was crying. And I woke up like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" Which I didn't say heck, but I'm like, "What the heck?" And she's over there laughing, and I thought, "Oh man." I'm like, I'm asleep. I didn't do nothing wrong.
I bet you wondered what in the world that I could have been saying on my channel to make your wife laugh that hard.
It was relieving, actually.
It was hilarious.
Yeah,
You know,
babe, she
Y'all
gives me a
breaking up
different cup
bad
every morning.
for me.
I'm breaking up real bad.
Yeah,
Not
all
on
of you
my
are,
end.
but that's because I'm on the phone.
My
I'm gonna
internet's
kick
horrible.
out and try to come back in.
She bought me this one cup that it's like a chalkboard. So some days she'll give that to me and she'll write a message on it for me.
Aw.
It's a
Mystic,
pretty
how
cool
long
cup.
you two been married?
10 years.
I am impressed. You keep it up that way, mister. Whatever you're doing and she's doing is working because you're grown together, not apart.
I don't know.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I don't know what I did. I sure don't deserve rest Norgus. I'm far out there. I'm lucky to have her.
All right,
that is why it's beautiful. Huh?
I'll explain it this way. She reminds me of me when I was younger, because up until I got like I am now, I used to wait. I would take my husband coffee. I would wait on him. Other women would be saying, "Why do you do that? Why do you wait on him? Why do you do that?"
Because you love him.
Because it was from love, and he would tell them sometimes to aggravate him. He'd say, "I come in from work and I make her take my boots off," and oh gosh, you'd get these women all stirred up. Oh no, you don't. So I went and had lunch with them one day, and these women say, "Darling, please tell me that you don't take his boots off when he comes home." And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah."
I don't have to ask her. She just takes them off for me.
And I told him, I said, "Yeah." And they just pitched a fit. And I said, "No." I said, "He's worked all day. He's tired." And I said, "That doesn't bother me. What does it bother me? Now he doesn't let me. He just takes them off himself, but he works a different job. He works for the city, so he never knows when he's going to have to go down in the manhole in the sewer system and do some welding or something, or concrete. So I think that's the big thing now. He don't like his boots being touched. And
I only put my boots on if I'm working or if I'm in the woods. If I'm not working or in the woods, then I'm either barefoot or got slippers on.
And you guys, the reason I added his channel, I was on Ricardo's, and I added it, and I went and looked, and I'm like, he was talking about camping and stuff, and I'm like, okay. And I love to watch anybody that's camping, or they're outside, they're chilling outside, and they're enjoying being outside. Kimmy, I'm gonna tell you something. He can work all day. I don't know what it is, but he can work all day with those boots on, and his feet don't stink. There's some people, their feet stink all the time. But no.
Yes, my daughter had a gal come that used to stay here off and on. She's now moved down to Houston area, but she her feet smelled so bad that when she came in the house, you knew she was in. And when she took off her shoes for the night, I would take and put baking soda in the bottom of them, put them out in the garage, and she'd go in and wash her feet. And she was okay with that, but her shoes smelled up the whole garage. It was like, wow. And they were new shoes, but that was just something about her nature,
I
She's
used to be like that,
but
when I was younger, my feet always stunk and I would ruin boots and stuff like that. But as I've got, I don't know, you can't tell that I even wear my shoes, which most of the time I don't, but my feet don't stink like they used to when I was younger. Maybe it's a hygiene thing. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I ate, because when I was younger, I was like everybody else. I drank soda pops. I ate sweets all the time. Well, since I've been about 25, I don't drink sodas. I don't eat sweets. I drink water mainly. So maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know.
Love you, Kimmy. Look,
I do drink way too much beer and smoke way too many cigarettes, though.
Love you, Kimmy. I smoke way too many cigarettes, but I don't drink the beer.
Kimmy.
How did we say Ciosa? Are we saying it correctly? Ciosa?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So are you serious? You got one cousin that goes by 5 speed and one by 4 speed.
Yeah, they got that name because before there was chat sites and phones and all that, we used to build CBs. We were huge in the CB community, and that was their handles back then. So now
I was
I've got
little Brandy.
I was shadow dancer was mine, but it's a funny story to me. But I used to like to make people mad, so they'd ask me, "Why do they call you shadow dancer?" And to make them mad, I was always like, "Because I'm always in the shadows dancing with your old lady while you're out on the truck."
Shut your mouth, Darlene.
No.
Question. Did you know anybody by the last
nice
name of Oregon Kid back in the day?
Not right off.
Okay.
I've knew so
My ex-husband
many
was a
people.
trucker. My ex-husband was a trucker, and his name was Oregon Kid, and I was Little Brandy on the CB.
Nice to meet you too, Borderland. Yeah, I knew so many people. It's hard to tell anymore.
Oh no, Denise said hers was Barefoot Lady.
We used to build them though, and we used to talk to Mexico. We would talk to Africa. We would burn trucker CBs up. If you was too close to us and you keyed up at the same time, your CB would burn slap up.
Yep.
Yeah, my mother-in-law had one. That was for she still had the line up, and that was before I got in the family. But they said she'd stay back there on that CB, but she could reach Australia with her.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were really
talked to people all over the world.
We were really big into that, like really big. That's how we contacted each other throughout the day too, because everybody had one in their car and everyone had one at home. So it was our cell phone and our chat site, you know.
Yep.
You'd see the trucks around here with the huge antennas with the ball,
the whips
hanging on it.
Nowadays, most truckers don't even use their CVs.
Good morning, Turtle.
They're all on their phones now.
Good morning to you.
But
Good morning, Turtle Trader. Good morning to you.
5-speed and 4-speed got their name, and I finally got them to get on YouTube, and now they've gotten addicted to it. And
yeah, they get on Jimmy C's, don't they?
Yeah, every now and yeah.
Because
most of their subscribers come from my channel, so.
I try to figure out how everybody come together, but I know how me and Traci did, and then Derek brought Debbie, and then I met you through Ricardo. And
where is Derek today?
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet today online.
No, it's going to be time for his other show.
My grandpa Denise owned a
listen to Darlene. What's up, Darlene?
Last night I had my earbuds in listening to Traci doing the show she did yesterday because I was out. I had to go doctor, and all of a sudden my earbuds ring real loud, and I'm like, who in the world? And it was Derek. So I got to talk to Derek for a little bit. He said he's still going to be on here on Tuesdays and Fridays. Something must have come up today.
How is he feeling when you talk to him? Is he feeling better?
Who?
Derek. Was he feeling better?
Yeah, I told him, I sent him the link, and I told him that I want to talk to him in a little bit because I just feel like I need to talk to him a little bit more in depth. And it was funny because I had his screen up, and Kevin just kind of done his fingers over in front, like giving peace that calling up at Derek, and Derek giggled and giggled. But yeah, he just seemed like we need to talk a little bit more.
Okay.
Misty, my husband he drove for other people. He had his own truck, and people used to say, "Oh, I bet he makes good money." I said, "Let me explain something." When you have your own rig,
insurance, parts, gas, oh my gosh.
I said, it's a big money maker, but let me tell you, it's a big money
It's a big money coster too.
Yeah.
Man, tires and anything that happens on it, if you are an owner operator, you have to buy things yourself. And any minute you're down, is costing money.
Fuel and tires will kill you.
And if you don't get a load back, you're broke.
Yes.
You take a load. If you don't come back with a loed, you're broke.
Or you spend
Don't
the
even
hotel
leave
room for
until
3 days waiting for a load.
Yeah. My
See?
pa owned a Davis Trucking Company out Etowah County, Alabama, him and his brother. But my pa would be gone 3 months at a time.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
Then he would come in for like 2 days and then right back out. And yeah.
Which
worked his
hurricane?
tail off.
The one at Homestead, Florida. What was that hurricane? Ivan?
Oh.
There's been so many of them. I survived Ivan. I've survived Andrew. I actually had the shirts. I survived them all.
So Kevin, then see Darlene Buckland, her husband owns his truck. So she knows, because we've talked about it. But when the hurricane that tore up Homestead, Florida, my husband went back and forth, hauling telephone poles. And he was gone for a month one time and came home, seen me and the kids, and headed back out. And, that was part of, having kids and being married to a truck driver.
Yeah.
So,
good morning to Don. Good morning to you. Good morning to Don.
I'm going to grab a refill real quick.
Okay. Dawn is today's crazy hat day. So usually I can clap, but today I'm in the Bahamas, Cayman Islands. So I'm shaking every time she sings, I'm shaking my maracas.
Yeah, definitely. Cayman Islands, where they send the money so you can just hoard it all.
I'm so lazy. My coffee pot's in my bedroom.
That wouldn't be a bad idea some days.
Do you have a coffee pot or do you have the Keurig?
You want to try this shoulder?
In here, I got a percolator in there. I just don't use it much anymore, but I'm the only one here that drinks coffee. So instead of getting up every morning because I'm always into a screen, I don't want to get up and go all the way in the kitchen every time I drink, need a cup of coffee. So I just set up, I got a table over there that it's all set up with my coffee pot. And
no, Darlene. Are you serious? Your husband's going to be in LaGrange today. You know what? That could have been, me and Casey could take a ride. What time is he going to be? I would love to meet your husband in person. Where's he going to haul today? Because LaGrange, Georgia is just 15 minutes right up the road. And there's got to only be one truck driver that wears a kilt. He would not be hard to find. I know what he looks like.
Yeah. I don't imagine there are a lot of truck drivers running around in a kilt.
Good morning, MawMaw.
Good morning to MawMaw. Good morning to you. Good morning to MawMaw. Good morning to you. I love you, MawMaw.
I'm touching my rockers instead of clapping.
I love you,
Good morning, Mama.
Good morning, y'all. I love you. Look,
Penelope says, good morning, Mama.
Yesterday, sleeping until 10 o'clock yesterday must have revived me because I looked half dead the first week, the hard week.
Wednesday morning, you were looking pretty wore down, tired.
Yeah, I really was.
Wore out's a good word. Wore out is exactly right.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so tired? And you know what, and to explain it, it doesn't matter what I look like, you guys. I did put the makeup on today, but even as tired as I was, I'm not that vain as to where when Tuesday, when Anthony asked me if I could come on the Bible channel, I told him sure. And as I sit there and was listening to him, I could see my daughter in me because I looked so tired and I looked like her. And so I went on. And I think I jumped in Mystics before looking like, and you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll just jump on in. And I
It
did
taught me well.
I did on Jimmy C's. I think it was him, and hollered at some of those people that's over in England, the UK, and 4Speed was on there. 4Speed got laughing because I said, are you guys? I know Jimmy C's from here. Where's the rest of you from? 4Speed just died laughing. He told where he's from. He said, I'm from over here too. And I said, oh, okay. And he was just laughing. Guys, he laughs all the time. He just is like a ball of energy. Is he like that all the time?
Yeah, pretty much. I got a crazy family, like crazy family.
But
That's all right. We like crazy. We do like crazy.
look, I have my
why I'm so crazy. That's why I'm so crazy and messed up in the head, you know, because I grew up with all these like major crazy people. They're fun though. They're fun.
Heck yeah.
Well, look.
It keeps jumping.
Yeah, they try and stay happy and try and stay laughing and joking and
Yeah, I mean, we go on, and like Traci said yesterday when she was on, you know, it took a minute. So if you're not Mystic, if you're not sub to Traci, sub to her, and anybody else, if you're not sub, Casey,
I'll type something in the chat so that you guys can see what my channel really is.
as soon as I get off here, I'll go back through the chat and I'll try and catch everybody.
Yeah, you guys,
I'm lagging, so if I open up a new page, it'll probably lag me out.
But yeah,
we only get 3 megs a second, so
well,
if I don't come on, Traci, she does the Christian womanhood, you know.
Hi, Casey. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm surprised you. Surprised you held in on my chat as much as you have.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you.
Casey.
Good morning, Traci, Debbie, and Mystic. Nice to meet you.
I really appreciate her little package she sent me. It's wonderful. I have April lipstick on today.
What'd she say?
I don't say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I have April lipstick on today.
She got her makeup. She got her lipstick on from April.
Oh, you like it?
I love it.
And Darlene's husband's here in LaGrange.
She told me that.
Where at?
Or no, he was there yesterday, I think.
Casey, you forgot to say hi to Penelope.
You gotta say hey to her doll.
Hi, Penelope.
No, you gotta see her and say hi. She's crying.
Hi.
Hey, you gotta say hey to my 3 pillows.
No, come here, look at what he's got. Look at his emoji, Casey.
I'm about to put creamer in.
You gotta say hey to food.
Now. That looks like something. Nuh-uh, show the other. Show the other.
It's the poop emoji.
Oh, chocolate, you guys. That's the chocolate ice cream emoji.
They can call it the
Chocolate.
Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning to you.
Right, okay.
Good morning, Rebecca.
I had the nerve to ask Casey, did you hear these? And he's like, I mean, he's right in the other room and everything echoes in here, Mystic. Casey, he's the one that the channel I'll just jump in sometimes. One of them, and his wife's Mystique. They came in the Porch Church one day.
I don't know if I can show you because of lighting, but I'll try and show you something real quick.
Wait, let me make you big. That's what I say. Let me make you big.
I don't know if it'll pick it. Hold on, let me turn up the light real quick. I'm on my laptop, so my laptop sucks.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
It's an Indian.
Oh, wow.
Indian.
Interesting.
That's cool.
He's almost as tall as me. He's I'm 5'7", so.
Dang.
So where did you get that from?
Oh, it's old. It's vintage. It's
Yes.
really old. So I couldn't tell you where it come from.
Because my mother-in-law, she does dream catchers. She weaves dream catchers. I don't know how.
He needs to be cleaned up and straightened up, but
MawMaw does the most beautiful dream catchers
Oh, so grandmama.
ever.
She needs
Stage no.
no her grammar.
Oh, where is her thing? This is the morning kitchen rush, Misty. This Mama gets up and Casey gets up and and she bought a spoon.
She holding her cup up for you?
I should have said fork.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Casey's one takes me to the doctor. Mama went to the foot doctor yesterday.
I was just wondering what you would do if I had just blown that in.
Got whooped
I would have
you.
been mad.
She would have whooped you.
She would have been as mad as that time when I said, Mama, smell this lotion. And I squeezed it and it went right in her face.
You guys, Casey did do that when he was younger. Made Mama want to strangle him. He says this lotion, and when she leaned down, he squeezed it and it popped in her face. And she wears glasses.
On the top.
So then she was getting her creamer out, and he said, "Mama, what would you do if I leaned down?" And go. Well, your daddy. When I first met your dad, we were at Crystal's, and he's done a spitball and hit your mama on her glasses with a spitball. I didn't know Mama wasn't very jokingly about her glasses, which I'm funny about my glasses too. Woo, if looks could have killed, that I would never have had Casey. I'm just saying.
Oh no.
She was, I mean, what in the world makes a grown man, which is, he was 20 something, want to do a spitball at his mama? No.
I could see my youngest Jimmy doing that to me. He would.
Well, Casey used to sneak in on me when I was asleep and would take baby powder and poof me in the face. So when I'd wake up, I would have baby powder all over my face. I mean, but I do have to say, because Mama's going to remember, that door's old and it doesn't have a doorknob. Mystic, this house is built in 1914. So my little nephew, when he's about 3 or 4, when I go in my room to change, he'd peek in the hole. And I tell him, don't be looking in here, little Jonathan. And so one day I got the baby powder and I poofed it in the hole. And I heard him scream and cry, running through the house to Mama. And when I come out, he had a little powder on his face. He was crying, and she said, "Oh, bless his heart." I said, "That's what you get for peeking through the peephole." But we've always been crazy here. We just we're not even going to talk about that.
Rebecca, the problem is that the bird will not. I'm answering Rebecca here. Rebecca, the bird is mad because she wants on the shoulder. The doll's mad because the bird's out. So the doll keeps jumping off and the bird keeps running over. You should see what the 4 dogs are doing.
What is A-OK? Okay, he's going to explain it. A-OK foraging.
Huh?
A-OK foraging. Ooh, Tracy, I got some new coloring books.
You did?
Ooh, yes. I have some.
Come here, Ruby.
All right, let me. All right, let me see if my husband's going to be able to come on the panel. Let me see. All right, you guys, if I time out, it's because I'm pulling up Facebook and it takes away from my computer.
All right.
You know, it'll spin me out. All right, come on, come on, come on. Okay.
Oh, good morning to, I'm losing my brain. Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you. Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Gina's
Geanna.
time kisses, Mystic.
It will be, who just came in?
Key lime kisses, Geanna.
Okay, I just sent it to Kevin. Maybe he'll jump in live.
That'd be nice.
Sorry, y'all start sounding like robots because I opened up a page. So I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, you can't hear us?
I opened up a page so y'all started sounding like robots.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, here. Well, let
Yeah,
me see.
That's why I try and wait until I get off of, and then I try and catch people. But I figured, what the heck, I'll try now. It's just when I do, I lag a little bit and it makes everybody sound like robots.
There he is. That's my husband. Wait, look.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Stephen. Good morning to you.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Nice to meet you. I'm Mystic.
Nice to meet you too.
She probably told you all kinds of crazy stuff about me, probably. I hope it's all good, though.
Can you hear us, baby? You might be froze. Can you? Oh, your computer's lagging. I still love that beautiful face. I couldn't even wake up, you guys. I didn't even get to give my husband a kiss this morning. I didn't even I just couldn't wake up. Baby, move your hands if you can hear me. I think he's froze. Oh,
There he is.
There's that lag, I think, from here. He's right across the street, Mystic. He works right across the street.
Nice.
And he
Hey,
has
that
on
ain't bad. At least he's close, come home for lunch.
He pops in every now and then.
Are you happy now you're on the right shoulder? Huh?
Even I'm digging those sunglasses.
Those are Weldon
safety glasses, right?
They look good on you. They make you look like a biker. With you.
Which he was. Which he was when I met him. He just didn't take me to those places. So, baby, how does your wife look?
Like a human pineapple.
Oh, that's good. I like that one. Such an accurate situation there. That's good.
You guys, my husband, he puts up with a lot out of me. He never knows what I'm gonna look like on this on the internet.
Yeah, but he always knows what your heart is, darling.
That's true.
He does. He does.
I'm fixing to grow mine back out.
All right. I love you.
I love you, babe.
Love you too. Y'all have fun.
All right.
Nice meeting you, Kevin.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin. Love you.
Love you too. That's a 3-inch. Yeah. Let's see.
Really, Rebecca, he doesn't like pineapples. He loves me, but he don't eat pineapples. Now,
Penelope, you need to sit upright.
Seth Rollins. I don't know what Seth Rollins looks like. And I can't pull it up. That's the thing about my
I don't know who that is either. I probably do. I just can't put a face to it real quick.
I have an older computer laptop, so when I'm on, I have to just be on StreamYard. I can't multitask to something else.
Mm-hmm.
My look changed monthly though. I'll look like this right now, and then in 2 months I'll have a beard going down to my chest, and then I'll shave it, and
yeah,
my looks change constantly.
Okay.
Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you.
I'm fixing to get an early start on No Shave November. And start letting it grow back out again.
He he said one time, he said, so should I shave my head or should I not shave my head? He said, so what does everybody think? And I'm like, I know when my husband first shaved his head, this was a long time. And I was like, oh no, he didn't. But then as he got older, I love him with his bald head. But I'm trying to, I can't imagine what.
That's how people are with me. When they meet me with long hair, they're like, oh, don't do that. I don't like men with bald heads. So then I'll go shave my head, and then I'll let my stuff grow out, and they'll be like, ooh, I like that.
I know. A young Robert De Niro.
But yeah. I used to have hair down past the middle of my back. My bangs was like almost to my belly button, all my growing up. Well, for the last 15 years, I started shaving it or keeping it at least a 1/4 inch. I just now started growing my hair back. I've only been growing it for about 8 months now.
Yeah.
I just started growing it just to see if I could still grow my hair at almost 40.
Mm-hmm. I remember when my husband, I always liked him with his like yours, and he'd always keep it short. And then it went from your color, then it went a little bit more and more gray. And I love the gray. I love the that part. I love that.
Yeah, I was told by people that I need to dye it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get everything to turn white. I want long white hair with a long white beard so I can put a straw hat on and I can sit under an apple tree and tip my hat and go to sleep.
My hair's all gray.
Yeah, pull your hat off, Traci. Traci got
my hair will be a mess underneath there.
I love her color hair. I love it. There's people has to pay to have that color hair.
Yeah, I want all my stuff to turn white. I've been gray since I was 14.
See, I started turning gray very young too.
That's my excuse. I started turning gray when I was very young. That's why I'm going to go pink.
Well,
that makes sense. No,
it was hard to tell because my hair was so blonde. It took a long time before I saw gray in mine. And during the summer it all just blended. And then my sister was gray on the sides, Debbie. So her hair was 2 different colors, a regular color, and then she had that on the side. So what she'd do, she'd go to the hairdresser and tell them to blend the color on the sides and blend the rest of her hair. So now her hair's gray. She keeps it that color, and I like it. So
I tried gray, but it adds 20 years to my face. God knows I don't want that.
Do you think it makes me look old?
No, you look good with it. You've got the complexion and the skin texture to go with it. I do not. When I put it on, it takes all the color out of my face. And I seriously tell you, you would not recognize me. You'd think I was my mother. In fact, when I went back brown after being totally gray, one of the gals at the grocery store said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't recognize you. You've lost 20 years." I said, "Can we just look at the weight instead of the years? Did I lose 20 pounds?" She says, "No." So, but that's okay. But you know, it's like I said, age is a number, and I'm 38. Don't
Age
tell
is a
nobody no
number.
different.
Right.
Now, Mystic, were you in here when we were talking age?
Earlier, yeah.
Okay, darn.
Yeah, you can't fool me.
You know, I could try, you know. I could try. I mean, I'm trying to get into my second childhood, aren't I? Yes,
That's right. That's right.
She's very young at age, and her husband is a hoot. So fun, Bob.
I hope
He'll
I
say,
can.
he said,
I hope I
look
can
better
have that
looking."
energy whenever I get older. But see, I come from a different. I don't know. My life was different, and I'm a lot younger, obviously. But I didn't expect to live till past 18. So
Really?
I didn't live to live old. I lived
Neither did
to
I.
die young, and now all of a sudden, here I am fixing to be 40. Like, how did this happen? Like,
Oh my God, you could be my son too. I have my stepdaughter is, let me see.
and now I'm scared because now I actually want to live. So I figure I got until I'm about 65, and
Oh, don't cut it there. I thought I'll be real straight with you. I thought I was going to die before 65 because my mother, my grandmothers, everybody had died before me. And
I
now
have
I'm 69. I don't know how to act because I don't have no role models that were 69. So I'm going to be my own role model. I'm going to live it my way, and I'm going to have fun, and I refuse to grow up, period. And if I go into my second childhood, nobody will notice.
I mean, that's what we do, Misty. Before we started this, I stayed in my room and just, I was depressed for 3 years. And then, you know, my son told me start, you know, doing this, and I met Traci. And
11 years I was in a hole. 11 years afraid of life.
So
I was in a deep dark hole too.
25, huh?
But I think we all were in a deep dark hole before we started.
And then I come along, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what did we get into?"
Well, there's
No,
one
it's
good
like morning therapy, and I miss you when you're not here.
There's one good thing though. It's I already went through my midlife crisis at 20. So the rest of it is smooth sailing.
Better now.
That's right.
Got that right. I'll be right back. I have to let the big guy out.
I still have my moments and stuff, but it's not like a crisis thing. It's just, you know, regular depression. Everybody's got it. But yeah, I already went through my midlife crisis. So
I've got a son who is 49, going to be 50. And no, he's 48, going to be 49. The little booger, because he lives in Oregon and it's legal in Oregon, he smokes pot way too much. He's got a regular job and keeps that going. Been married forever to the same gal. Nice. But he is so rude and so nasty and so mean to everybody that loves him. He thinks he's better than everybody else. Right. And he doesn't realize he's going down that hole. He came to visit me last year and was so rude, I told him to leave. You don't tell your mother to blank off in her own house. You just don't do that. No. Right. Not ever, especially after she died and came back. I mean, that was just not.
I would have got, my mom would have backhanded me. My mom would backhand me to this day if I said something like that to her.
What? I come close, but part of me said, all that's going to do is show him your anger and he's going to win.
I've said things to my mom that I wish I would have never said. I don't do it now.
Yeah. But he's almost 10 years older than you, my hun. And I'll tell you straight up, when you get past that part where you feel the need to be outrageous in the wrong way, then you start taking care of people. And then you grow into that, I'm going to love everybody. Screw them.
Right. That's kind of where I got, because see, I got a lot of anger with my family. And, you know, I've buried it, but sometimes it comes back up and I don't even realize it. And then all of a sudden it hits me, wait a minute, I'm still angry. And then I have to catch myself and just bury it back down again, because They're not going to be here forever. When my granny, that's 97 now, when she's gone, my Mimi gone, and my mom's gone, I'm basically alone. So once they're gone, it's over. I'm by myself.
I gotta sing to Perlini. Good
And
morning, Perlini. Good morning to you. Good morning, Perlini. Good morning to you.
I didn't used to understand. People said when I was younger, they're like, when you get older, you're going to see things different. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I feel the way I feel and I think the way I think, and that's just how it is. But no, it's true. Something about when you do start hitting a certain age, you do start thinking about things a little bit different. And it's like, man, they tried to tell me. They actually tried to tell me, but it took me so long to figure it out, like what they actually meant. And
well, and you know, there's a time you have to let go, let God, and just be yourself. You really do. And I think Traci and Darlene have learned that. I've learned that, and I know you will if you haven't already. You just have to let go and just be happy. Help when you can, know when you can't.
Right. My family, I love them to death, but it wasn't a perfect family. So
I can tell you yours.
They kind of deserved a lot of stuff that I said to them.
Well,
I mean, I didn't just say it because I was just a bad kid or something. I said it whenever I was hurt and wrong to a certain point that, it just comes out. And no, I shouldn't have said certain things to my mom and my family, but at the same time,
they shouldn't have done things either.
Yeah, because it ain't like I got a perfect family and they're all love and all good. Like, so.
Oh, I know.
That still don't give me a right, but at the same time, it gives me a justification.
Oh, good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
But now,
Good morning, sweet Destiny.
If my MawMaw was still alive, no, she would climb a tree beating your butt at 70 years old. She would straight climb a tree and snatch you out of it. Like,
I'm not going to try and climb a tree, Darlene. I'm sorry. I've tried. I ain't going to fall again. I refuse to break any more bones.
Well,
I refuse.
I have, my mom has said things, my children have said things, and sometimes things come back around.
Yeah,
but
you don't have to say
that. Sometimes you have to love people from afar because Mystic, I guess one of the reasons I do what I do is because of what I went through. And it was like, God wanted, I say it this way. He wanted my light to shine because if he is in you, then you have to show the world.
Right.
And I have been beat down and, emotionally and physically when I, or in my younger years. So one day in Bible study, I just broke out with singing This Little Light of Mine. And when I feel like I'm being put back into the little box to be put away, God says, oh no, you've got to let that light shine and you've got to be bold. So you probably don't think that I would have a year ago would never have just thought, oh, what's his name? Mystic Days. Well, he says I can join. Let me just jump in there and join.
I can't believe you still hang out with us. I'm so glad, it gives me hope that, I don't know. It just gives me hope because a lot of people, especially trying to do the right thing and, the godly thing, most people won't stick around and hang out with somebody like me. But at the same time, Jesus didn't hang out with the good people.
But we've said that many times.
He came down here and he drank with me. He ate with me. And as far as the family is exactly right. Love them at a distance because as long as we're all at a distance, we get along perfect. As soon as you put us together for 2 weeks, it ain't perfect no more. It's back to that same 20-year-old stuff again. But even in the Bible, it tells you when you hit a certain age, move away from your family.
It
Yep.
would say that when your family got
Good morning to Cliff. Good morning to you.
Hey,
Good
Cliff.
morning to Cliff. Good morning to you.
Even a bird pushes its babies out the nest at some point, whether it flies or not.
It says, because when Jesus went through and tried to go in his own town and teach, they were like, wait, he was a carpenter. We grew up together. Now, I'm paraphrasing. This ain't exactly
Right.
And, you know, it was like, isn't that Joseph's son? Isn't that Mary's son? And you know, they didn't accept him.
Right.
And then even, you know, he would say, dust off the dirt, dust off your sandals and keep going.
Yeah. If they don't accept you, dust your sandals and move on.
And it's hard sometimes. There's my Shamrock baby.
Hey, girlfriend.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, my baby.
Penelope says hi.
You remember we had Mystique on last?
I like her hat.
Thank you. I have a thing for Corona hats, and I have a thing for Shamrocks and stuff like that.
Whose house are you in?
What?
Well, whose house are you in?
My house.
You
I've been a busy little girl.
Oh my gosh.
So this is where we're setting up the printing area. And I moved, well, of course, with the help with the kids, but I moved. This used to be where our living room was, and that was our dining room. Oh, hold on. Let me get this right. This used to be our dining room, so I flip-flopped them. Yeah. And so this is where all our printers and stuff are going to go. That's where our heat press is going to go. And then this is one cutting machine that I have. And I'm Tommy's possibly getting me a bigger one.
So I remember now, you used to sit in front of your windows.
Yes.
Look, I almost told Casey, I said, if I had enough hair, I would do 2 braids. And this morning I almost did 2 braids, and they were swore up down. Me and you got together on that one. Because you got your beach hat on.
I do.
Right. Destiny, this is Mystic.
Hi, Mystic. Welcome.
And you know, Mystique was on. Was it earlier this week, Mystic?
Yeah, sometime this week.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go.
I don't know, it's the week away, so.
I'll be right back. My cat's trying to bang on our French doors, and she's gonna break them. Hold on.
When you're home all time, I really couldn't understand why people would say, "What day is it?" Or I lose track of time, or I lose track of what day it is, and I'm like,
Well, see, that's why I went into depression. I've been working on this. See, I used to didn't be depressed. I handled my problems, maybe not the proper way, but I handled them. I didn't let myself get what you call depressed, because I've had issues since I was a kid. But I own a company. I do marble and granite, and we customize and fabricate. I do kitchens and baths, and just about anything you can imagine, I do. Well, I worked every single day of my life since I was young. I started packing shingles when I was 12 years old, you know.
Wow.
I quit school to work for my family and all that. But when we moved here, it was the first time in my life I didn't have to get up and go to work. And I'm going to tell you right now, not working took a toll on my soul. Like, I don't know. And I went through this phase, and I'm still fighting it sometimes, but I got most of it worked out. But it's hard sitting at home and not doing nothing. You start feeling not connected to the world, you know, and you start feeling useless. And I don't know. And then most people my age, you know, they're working, and then they look down on me like I'm doing something wrong because I'm not working, but they don't understand. I have worked all my life. I did all this, you know what I mean? And the only reason I'm not working is because she was in a really, really, really bad relationship when I met her. And I'm the one that got her license. She didn't even have that. Her family and her exes and all of them, they wouldn't even let her have a license. And she was 26 years old. That was the very first thing I did was get her a driver's license and gave her my vehicle. And then whenever she would go to work, they would call her and make her cry all day long so she couldn't work. And she's got a kid, you know. So basically, I'm here so she can be near her family. She can work every day to take care of her own kid. She can be with her kid, but I like to call myself a glorified babysitter now.
Well,
Good morning, Marie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Marie. Good morning to you.
At any time she ever says, we made a pact when I got with her. I said, we're going to build each other up. So that way, if you ever get tired of me and want to leave me, I'm not stuck without and having to start over, and you're not stuck without having to start over. So I built her up. So if she was to come home and say, get out now, I have a house in Florida and I still have my LLC. I can go right back to work. But after not working for 6 years, it'll be hard for the first year getting everything going back, getting all my customers back. And, you know, but yeah, it brought a bunch of depression inside me, not working.
It does. And let me shake my Marie. Today, I am in the Cayman Islands, so I have to shake my maracas instead of clapping.
And I'll tell you,
that's what I do every day. Usually I clap, and every day when Traci's in, she sings good morning to everybody
as they come in the door.
And I'm going to tell you, Misty, it doesn't matter how bad she feels. She's in constant chronic pain, but she doesn't say anything about it. She comes on, she sings, and until I see a look on her face, then I know that she needs to go lay down.
Right.
But you are basically, I met you and you met me, and I was depressed. That's what brought along this. And you probably wonder how, you probably don't see that I could ever be depressed. But, you know, I have joy in the Lord, joy in friendships.
Right.
You know, that's why when I see that you're live, I jump in there and I'm like, yay, there he is, you know, and I'll jump in there and holler at you and then maybe jump back out because of all the, you know, the man cave is what I call it. But I tell people, when I do, anybody on your panel, they're always polite to me. When I jumped on Jimmy C's, everybody in there was polite to me. And then, you know, I jumped back out. So, you know, sometimes people know that there's women our age that are positive.
Right.
Women our age that's not looking down because you have long hair, or somebody because they have tattoos. My husband's got tattoos. My daughter has a bunch of tattoos. My son has them. I was 45 before I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I forget number 4 sometimes until the nurses remind me when they're laughing so hard that, oh, you're always polite to me, Dwayne. I love you. But anytime I have to have a pain shot in my hip, the nurses laugh, and I give them a minute, and I'll say, okay, I forgot about that one. And they laugh their heads off, then they give me a shot. So I don't judge by tattoo, and try not to judge anybody. It's only anybody that comes on the panel, or if they come in the chat, and if they're going to say something ugly to one of my panel members or somebody in the chat, I can't allow that, because this is supposed to be a channel of love. Yes, I got to send you your, look, I'm not having Tourette's, you guys. I'm talking to Dwayne.
Good morning, Recycle Dude. Good morning to you. Good morning, Recycle Dude. Good morning to you.
Yay!
Destiny. Penelope is saying hi to you, Destiny.
All right, Dwayne.
She had a fight with Ruby earlier and won.
Dwayne's supposed to get a dunce cap because MawMaw puts him in the corner when he says something mystic that he'll say or does something. MawMaw will hurry up and put him in the corner. Now, MawMaw needs to put in the corner. Xshydovex is my mother-in-law. So sometimes she needs to be put in the corner.
Jennifer, good morning.
On your channel,
Jennifer, good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
I actually remember in school they used to put us in the corner with a dunce hat. They used to actually do that in school when I was going to school.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him his.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a tall, pointy hat, Destiny.
It looks like a birthday hat gone bad.
Yeah.
Like a
They
cone
used to
head.
That problem.
Because they basically dunce was stupid, I guess.
Yeah.
And what they would do would put a hat on somebody, Shamrock, to shame the Destiny and put them in the
corner.
So.
Nowadays, if a school did that nowadays, oh my goodness.
My daughter would dance around with something like that on her head just to be goofy. She wouldn't.
Jennifer, I want to let you know I love you. I love you special. And
I'm sorry.
You're in my prayers and I love you. I just, sometimes just saying it on Facebook to me doesn't convey sometimes how much you really want somebody to know what your heart is. But I love you and I'm proud of you and I'm praying for you and things are going to look up.
Love you, Jennifer, and so does Penelope. She kissed you.
Lord of mercy, Debbie and her doll. You know what?
Yeah, because we're sweethearts together. Because I'm gonna have her hair color. Wait until that happens.
Look.
Oh my gosh, for 30 days, y'all.
Because look, they're gonna show up on October, and it's gonna be Debbie's gonna look like her doll October 1st, and it's gonna be like one of those horror movies where somebody sends the little doll out to do their bidding.
Annabelle.
We are very proud of you, Jennifer. Very proud.
Yes, we are.
Misty, my Jennifer has been 18 months clean and sober, and it's a journey. And then Boondock, which is he's from Canada.
I know all about that journey too.
Cliff, hey Cliff.
Now I still drink. I drink now. I used to didn't drink, but I did like major bad stuff all my life. But I know that journey of getting off everything, and I do still smoke when I can, and I do drink way too much now. But I did go. It was a very long journey just getting where I'm at now. So yeah. I know
Good morning, Catania Inspirations. Good morning to you. Good morning, Catania Inspirations. Good morning to you.
Penelope says hi too. I know people are going to be tired of this dang dog.
All right, Misty. I come on your show that you said, all right, I'm doing this. I'm doing this with just coffee today. I'm doing the show, sober. You're the same. You got that personality. Your personality's great. With with just coffee. I know it seems like we might be doing something harder because I'm kind of out there. It's been a rough week this week for me, for Traci, for Debbie. We have not, I don't know. It's like everything zapped us.
Yes.
And,
my doctors are trying to kill me.
But for the most part, we try to inspire. We try to bring joy. Just be happy.
See, I was trying to get on the recovery thing. I was trying to get, because I noticed I started drinking way too much, and I was getting some type of way again inside myself. So I was trying to break away and slow down a little bit. And that's why I started doing those sober chats, because I wanted to do a reading every day out of my recovery Bible. See, I still got all my rehab stuff in the closet. I've passed tests on about every religion there is. And so I thought it helped me get off all them drugs. Maybe it'll help me slow down on the drinking. But to where it's a recovery Bible, people were taking it way too religious. And it's like, I keep trying to tell them it's about recovery more than the scriptures, you know. The scriptures matter, but I don't know. They were just taking it out of context. I didn't want it to turn into a religious show, because I know too much religion and I'm not religious. I say I'm spiritual because I've actually went through all the religions. You know, that was my whole family. I watched the churches. I did all the studies. I passed all the tests. And I just don't agree with the organized religion. I do believe in God and stuff. But at the same time, those books and those scriptures, they help. Whether you believe in religion or not, they help. So that's what I was doing, and just people were taking it way too religious. Might as well talk about politics too, you know, like.
Well, you know, all right, Missy, it's sort of like Casey's is different. Casey, my son, if you were to, now he's not doing it today, you guys. Casey is doing some in-depth studying, so at least when we go back to the Bible, he's wanting to start it with more discussion. You know, that's what he says he wants to do. So Misty, me and my son went from Genesis to Revelations, and he does it online, but it was more, it was a reading, but he's going to start like take it slower and study. And we're going to start in Revelation. Now, Casey's not, Traci, explain Casey. Explain what
Casey is not the traditional minister. He will be the first to admit that he is a sinner and he needed Christ to die on the cross for his sins. But he feels a calling to the ministry, and he honors that calling by doing this online porch church, and he does an amazing job, and he's helped a lot of people.
I respect that. I mean, I just been through so much, and I just been through so many religions. I don't knock God, you know, and Jesus. I just knock how they teach you the scriptures. Well, they turn the scriptures. They take, okay, say I want to talk about, just pick any topic. I can go to every book in the Bible. I can get one scripture. I can put them all together and make a sermon that'll make you just, want to bow, right? But at the same time, I believe people take the text out of those certain scriptures, because if you take a scripture out of, say, Job, that one scripture pertains to that one chapter, which pertains to that whole book. You have to read that whole book to understand what that scripture actually means. And people just take these scriptures and they put them together like their own little book. It's like Wiccan. See, I did Wiccan too. I tried all of them. I tested all of them. And Wiccan.
See, I think that's what Casey, by reading directly from the Bible and reading it from beginning to end, was trying to show that sometimes things can be taken out of text, out of context. And
now Mothership Products, which is Dwayne. He said he's not religious either. Now, and he don't mind. He come from Catholic background. His wife came from Mormon background. Traci goes to Catholic church. And whenever I go to a non-denominational. I like the loud church. You know, I like the praise music. And
Pentecostal holiness.
So we all like it's still. I'll just tell you, my son's a minister, but my son's gay. I'll just tell you. So he can't date because he is, when he reads the scripture and when he got to the part when it talks about sexual immorality, he will have to remind people sometimes, because some people say, oh, you can still date and do this and this and this. He will say, I've been convicted. I'm not going to tell somebody else what they can or can't do. He says, but this time in my life, I am not supposed to be with anybody. I'm not supposed to be immoral. He said, God wants me to do what he wants me to do. So he's got to focus. It's not something I told him. If
you feel the calling on something, you got to go with it.
And so sin is sin, and we all do it.
We all sin. Absolutely.
We learn through two people in the Bible that when you get a calling, you better go with it, whatever it is. Jonah taught us that, and Noah taught us that. Because remember, Jonah, he didn't want to do what he was doing. He kept trying to run, and a whale ended up bringing him back. And he finally gave up and said, I got to do this. And then Noah didn't want to build the ship and listen to all that either. But things kept happening that he was like, you know what? I got to do this.
Yeah.
So when you feel that calling, you just got to go with it. You know,
sing to Jan.
Good morning to Jan. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jan. Good morning to you.
I've literally studied every religion, like literally. I've read 7 different Bibles plus the Catholic Bible. I got that in my closet right here. It is full of nothing but studies and tests and certificates. But if I had to pick one religion, if I had to, I would pick Seventh-day Adventists.
And that's one I don't know.
I love the Seventh-day Adventists. I love how they work. I love just their whole essence of life. They're more off of the Old Testament. You know, we don't go to church on Sundays. We go to church on Saturdays. So while everybody else is going to church on Sunday, we're out in the fields working, you know. But we from daylight to dark on Saturday, we don't do nothing. We already have our food prepared the day before. We have, unless it's an emergency, we don't do nothing. But out of all of them, I just like the way they live. They live off of the land. They do things the old way, you know. And I've seen more righteousness out of those people than I have any religion. I've seen so much bad stuff in just about every church I've ever been in. You know, I watched my Mimi and my Pawpaw dedicate their lives to these churches and just be mistreated. They just take their money, and then you watch the preachers do the same thing they're preaching against, and you know. So I don't know. I just feel the way I feel through my experience in life, you know.
All right, I'm asking MawMaw. All right, MawMaw, who in your family was a seventh day, and I can't say that word.
Seventh-day Adventist. Advent.
Yeah. Who was it, MawMaw, in your family? Because she said they didn't play music at their.
Yeah, they don't play music.
Yeah, they don't believe in music.
Well, see, in the Bible, there's a part in the Bible, in the King James Bible, that rebukes music too. But all the churches play music. They rebuke drums and see, I grew up going to the Pentecostal and holinesses, and we get loud, boy. Whoa, hallelujah! Be running up and down the aisles and stuff, you know. But there's spots in the Bible that talk about that. My Mimi, she's got the gift of tongues. I mean, she can literally, and she'll scare you. She'll freak you out if you never heard it before. And she'll go, na 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 da 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 da. But see, there's certain people, they fake tongues. And I'll tell you why. Because in the Bible, it rebukes tongues without a translator. And a lot of people will speak tongues without a translator. See, when you speak tongues, that's directly you and God. But you got to have a translator to translate that. I've only went to one church out of all the churches we ever went to that the preacher could actually translate what she was saying and stuff. And
Yeah. And see, I have both. I do have the gift of being an interpreter, interpret what is said, but it's, you know, and I guess I hadn't really told people talked about it with people online as much. But yeah, I mean, I do speak in tongues and I do pray sometimes, but I don't do it openly because it says if it's not edify everybody, you know, you don't have a translator. But there's a lot of times that when I bow my head and I pray, or I go in my prayer closet, that's what I do. And in that, so in the gift of interpretation, I have both. And it's scarier to be the one that interprets because there's that thought in your head: is this from God or is this from just me?
right.
It's a very scary thing to be the person that interprets what you hear.
See, a lot of people look at me and they listen to my life, but they don't understand the spirits I've played with. The Lord told me when I was a kid, and he tells you in the Bible, test the spirits. And I've tested about everyone I could test, trying to figure out where do I place in life, you know? Where do I fit in this whole scheme?
But you know, something brought you here this morning. Something brought me to your channel, and we're not any of us here. We don't know, you know, there's that pull. There's a pull to somebody. And it's sort of like the whole YouTube thing. If you sub to somebody and you go watch them for a little bit, and you're like, now I don't know, this really isn't for me, and that's fine too because everything's not for everybody. But there's something in people that draws people. You know,
Right.
I don't know how that people are drawn to this channel. I don't know what, but God, you know, God gave me
the love.
Bold,
the
love.
Know? Love radiates. Positivity radiates, just like negativity. So I think it's the love. I don't know. I feel love.
There's a reason you come on. There's a reason.
It ain't often I feel loved either.
Hey, Wednesday.
Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning
There's
to
5-speed.
you. Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning to
That's
you.
What 5-speed says, the energy. And that's what I said earlier. It's the energy that energy radiates, good or bad. And,
now, Traci, Wednesday, was it 4-speed or 5-speed that was on?
Wednesday.
He was first person on. Was it 4-speed or 5-speed?
I'm gonna get my last cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
All right. You guys have me confused now with 4-speed and 5-speed.
I don't have it written down. It must have been Tuesday because Tuesday, remember, I came on late because I was ill first thing in the morning.
That's right. That's right.
So it must have been Tuesday.
Well, welcome. Yes, it's energy. And we try to promote positive energy. And I'm going to tell you, if you have Facebook, in my if you go top of my page, it tells all the different Facebooks. It tells my son's the Porch Church Network on Facebook. You know, Mystic, I haven't always just thrown things out there, but I started a group for suicide awareness. And it was just something that I felt like I had a breakdown when the doctor told me to pop my glove box and take out my gun. I had a surgeon tell me that last couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago now.
Yeah. And so my brother did that. He did that years ago because of chronic pain. And that surgeon, when I told him that, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he kept on talking. But I came home and I did a video, and it was so traumatic to me that somebody that is in the doctor field would pretty much tell somebody to kill yourself.
Right. That's like the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Yeah. So I did a video. I was a slobbery, snotty mess when I did the video, but I was so upset. But I did the video because I thought other people out there with chronic pain need to know that if a doctor tells you that, you go on, just go on. And I put his name out there. But I started the page on Facebook, and I thought, well, I'm going to do this. But I know a lot of people don't like talking about that subject. So I started the Facebook on that, because everybody might not look at me and think, wait a minute, I can't believe, Miss Darlene would ever,
Right. She's got the perfect life.
Yeah, I mean,
I think just like everybody has some measure of depression, at least at some point in their life.
I think we're
that
naturally born with depression.
Yeah, I think that everybody at some point really makes a conscious thought about, what am I really here for, and why do I need to go on? At some point, it may be fleeting. It might be something that they never would follow through with, but I think that goes through everybody's mind at some point or another.
That's the natural sin. That's the natural sin in us calling out to trying to reach a higher power. It's natural.
You also have to think, guys, universally. Let's think about this a minute. If you never had a bad day, or never had any true challenges in your life, or any bad days,
you'd never know what a good day was.
You'll never learn. You'll never know what love is. You'll never be truly happy, because you wouldn't be able to experience it.
Right.
You wouldn't know the difference between the two. So when it's just like the other day when I talked with Darlene on a one-on-one, I was in tears. I was scared because my sodium was probably going to drop again, and I was worried. My sodium drops, I could die dead real quick, and there's no reviving me, and I know that. So I make a point to keep track of everything, but still I get depressed about it. Well, when I get good numbers, then I go, thank you. Right. I'm universally thankful, whether it's God, whether it's Jesus, it doesn't matter. The point is that I'm happy, and I know deep down that I'm okay. Right. And I'm grateful for that, because I got to the other part and I knew what it was like. So now I'm grateful for the good stuff.
That's what I like to tell people. I don't choose the straight path up the mountain. I never have. And I've learned so much by taking that rough path. It may take me longer to get up there, and I had to go through so much, more than other people that took the straight path. But I learned more from it. I've been through more from it. So there's an old song. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Reverend Barnes and Brown. A really old gospel couple. He was a preacher and stuff, but he has a song, Coming Up the Rough Side of the Mountain. And I like to refer to that a lot to people. I don't take the easy path, and never have.
Yeah.
Well, see, a song I love is the one, a group called the McCameys. They're an older group. They sing He's God on the Mountain. And there's times that I will be singing that all alone and just be crying, because, he's the same God on the mountain as he is in the valley.
Right.
So when you're in the valley, it's hard, because you're not always going to be up on the mountain. And without, like you said, being in the valley, you don't know what it feels like. to be up.
Right.
Mhm.
If I
And
could just take the easy path up, then I wouldn't have any experience really, you know. I wouldn't, like she was saying, without the bad days, you wouldn't know what a good day is.
yeah,
Mhm.
and you
So
know,
every day would be boring and lame, and you would just be happy for no reason.
so
You just wouldn't appreciate it
Well, you were
nearly.
Yeah, appreciate that's it.
each of us women on here, you know, it will be going through a bad time, and we know that we can call on each other, and that's what we do. And you know, at my worst, I've poor Destiny has taught me at my worst when me just squalling, and I think everybody on here seen me cry. And when I was on Anthony's channel the other day, he asked me Tuesday if I felt like coming on his prayer channel, and I said I was tired, but yes, I did. And when I saw myself, I looked like my daughter. And yeah, I like that too, Boondock. He says "Lucky Man" by Montgomery Gentry. That puts a perspective on things for him. I know. And when you know, I was on that channel with him, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I was not at my best. I didn't feel, but you know, God, there was a reason that he had me go on there. And then the whole thing of depression and suicide come up. And it was, you know, to start with, I was scared. I felt like that I needed to cower down. But there was part also that, you know, there's that part God was telling me, no, speak up and be bold. Mm-hmm. So how can I be bold and help you if you came to me, Mystic, on a bad day? I have to be bold. Right. And, you know, the women on this panel, we have each called each other on some of our worst days.
Absolutely.
And you have to have somebody there that will be okay to talk to you on your worst day.
Everybody in the Max. Good morning to Max. Good morning to you. Good morning to Max. Good morning to you.
That's actually how I know my best supporters, is because a lot of people see me in a bad way and be a bad way, and they still come back. And lately I haven't wanted nothing, but something tells me just jump up and go down there and get on live. And just by doing that, when people start coming in, I don't know, something about it just makes me feel better. And
yeah. And you know, at that time, hey Max, at that time it's that you're needing some and you know, that's why a lot of times when I come on, it won't be nobody but you, and I just jump on in there and like I said, I know people are going to be respectful to me on your channel.
Yeah, we're all lucky. We all have a pretty good community. Mm-hmm. I've been in some people's that I tried to support real hard, and then once they hit that 1,000, they change, you know, and it's like, but we got pretty daggone good people. I couldn't be more blessed in life to be able to meet most all y'all, you know, all y'all and all the people that comes in, even the trolls. I even love the trolls, you know. It's like, I don't know. I couldn't be more blessed than to have the community and be part
we
of
haven't had many trolls lately, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Because we've had trolls and we found out about it and we knew how it made us feel bad, and then we felt good because we blessed them and let them go.
That's right, Foxy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Destiny, you being awful quiet this morning.
Yeah, it's one of those mornings.
How you doing, girl?
Tired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Marlene B has to go take care of those animals.
All right, love you, Darlene B. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
And I am going to jump off at 11 because when I sat here the other day so long, it really wiped me out. It made me hurt all over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ooh, I can't do that again.
Muscles start tightening up and stuff. You got to get up, and it's like, I've done that too.
Brian usually calls me a couple minutes after 11 when he's on his lunch, so that would work out really perfect for me if we could shut down at about 11.
Yeah, because you figure when it's at 11:30, Traci's done been on, and Debbie since 8:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I pulled up my praise channel this morning, and if you guys hadn't been on my Facebook, Traci listened to it. It's not too long, but it was. I think
it's less than 10 minutes.
I think it's Joyce Myers talking. It really don't tell who.
It does sound like her.
Yeah, very good, positive about waking up and pretty much. Just telling God, thank you for getting me up. Now, what can I do positive today?
I got a bunch of Joyce Myers in my closet. I got a lot of Joyce Myers. And Kenneth Copeland.
Have I had some trolls? I can't see my chat. Have I had some trolls?
No, we were talking about how we haven't had any recently.
I was just saying that I love my trolls too, and like 5-Speed and the Boondock said, it does take a balance of good and evil, and I think that's why me and my old lady make it as good as we do, because she couldn't be no more than the opposite of me. She's the good, I'm the bad. But I tried to explain it one day. It's like a magnet, if you take two magnets and you put
positive and negative attract.
Yeah, if you put the positive to the positive, it pushes away. If you put negative, it pushes away. But if you put the positive and the negative, they so yeah, I agree totally with them.
Yeah,
it's just finding that right balance in your life. I'm still working on it myself, but I'm still young.
But
I'll get it one day.
I picked it up right away about you. When the first time I saw you on with Ricardo, and then when you came on, and I'm like, well, okay, let me jump over and see what he's about. And you were proud. You said, okay, I'm gonna do this over. I'm gonna just drink my coffee and try to do this. And you know what? I haven't seen the other side of you. So, but
they have. Most of my people have.
Yeah, but I mean, you're like this morning. You are a very very easy to talk to.
Even when I'm drinking, I'm okay until, I don't know, after about the 20th beer, then I get to listening to music, and then that's normally when I'll go in somebody's chat or something, and somebody will say something wrong. And when I'm at that point, if I take something the wrong way, I go 0 to 100, and then I just don't care,
Well, see, that's why I like this side of you. And
I normally try and stay happy. It's just the last, I don't know, 2 months, something has slipped back into me. And I'm working on it.
Well, maybe look, see, God done sent this crazy woman to jump in your chat. You didn't know what was coming your way. You see? Poor you, because you just don't know. I got you might have to block me, because crazy lady is going to jump in there and say, I see you, Mystic.
I don't even block the. I don't block nobody. I don't even block the trolls.
I'm gonna go in there and say, okay, Mystic. You know.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. I can't believe you're still hanging in there because, yeah. Well, I don't know. I do like to drink and have fun and stuff. And most of the time, if I'm doing a sober chat or a coffee chat, people don't want to come in, but they want to tell me how I'm better sober, but they don't want to come in when I'm sober. But if I put beer 30 up there, a bunch of people are like, click, click, click. And they're.
Well, because, all right, it's like this on YouTube. Say that even though my channel's positive like this, say that somebody else out there has said something to hurt me or my family members. Now, if I were to go on here and called out a name and just really told how I feel about them, guess what's going to happen? The other person's going to call out my name, and you know what? People will flood to 2 channels like that to see a hot mess of an argument quicker than they will to come in and see positive. So sometimes people want to see, something that might not be positive, you know. I've seen it happen, you know. I've had people say, oh my goodness, did you go to so-and-so's channel? I said, no. You're right, Lynn. They love that kind of drama as far as 2 people arguing. And I'm not talking about Mystic. If you drink your beer, that's your channel. But you're right. You've been wonderful to me, and you know, as well as the people on your chat. Because if I jump in there and I say hey to everybody, they're all respectful to me and they're all nice to me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll let you guys go back to. You know, if you're on, I want to jump in and support you and say, you know, hey, and probably do it this weekend when I'm in there working in my room because my husband's going to be watching the ball game. So I'll be on in the other room. And I judge myself every day. I'm going to tell you, I am the first person to pray, and I have to pray, Lord, why did I do this? And one of the women, I'm trying to think of her name. She's on my friends list. She's on my YouTube now, and she does crafting. And she was showing just her hands, but she was making a thing in her prayer journal. And she was talking about it as she was doing it. Because she said, hey, Alma. That ain't what she said.
Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you. Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you.
Hi, Alma.
I don't know. Life is.
This woman talked about. Look, she talked about she had just been with some of her church women, and she came home and felt bad because she'd been gossiping, and she had to sit down and get her thoughts together to put in her prayer journal to ask forgiveness that they had been gossiping. So see, this is church ladies. And the conviction hit her because she had been gossiping. And I commented on it. You know, I told her that really touched my heart. So see, we are to keep ourselves in check daily. We are to keep ourselves in check. We are to make sure that we ask forgiveness daily. And that's what, you know, that's what I do. So I am going to jump off, and I want to talk to my Pixie baby as soon as I get off and check on her. And that's what we do. And Mystic, you tell Mystique you hung out with me today.
With all the girls.
Yes. And I am so excited that you woke up and you got to be here with us. And it's you and Dwayne and my
I can't do
husband.
it good.
My husband got to come
You'll
on
learn.
today, and that just
I've never been able to make it look
makes my
like.
day.
It's not a matter of if you can make the heart look good or not. It's just the fact that you do it and it's
And
showing
it's from your heart.
Oh, here.
from your heart.
There's your
There you
heart.
go.
All right, you guys. Wait. 5 Speed said, Genesis 17:1. God says, as long as you follow me, you shall be blameless.
Amen to
Thank
that.
you, 5 Speed.
Amen.
Well, thank y'all for having me up here. This has been
Hey,
such a
anytime.
joy. And
Tuesdays and Fridays.
and Fridays.
I'll try and come back. I can't promise, because I
You
sleep
can
a
come
lot
in the
during the
chat
day.
any day.
But
Tuesdays and Fridays you can come on.
I'll be back as soon as I can. I know Mystique will be here as soon as she can.
And I'm glad you come all the way from Canada this morning, Cliff. Thank you. And I'm going to end it. And I love you guys in the chat.
Everybody stay blessed.